Welcome back to another little vlog. Third one of the day. Yeah, I've noticed that. Let me take off my rose real quick. I gotta take it off. It's kind of weighing on me. Kind of embarrassing, but okay. Ow. There we go. So you gotta take them on, take it off. Sometimes you just gotta not wear it. Anyway, so yeah, I was looking up something interesting about enlightenment. Do I feel more enlightened? Some people would ask me, is that yeah, sometimes I would, but it's like it's kind of this gravity, it's this gravity. It's this awareness of reality kind of shifting. And I kind of just count down the minutes and I realize that consciousness is whole. Like, it's just weird. I don't know. I'm like on psychedelic trips, but like, it's not a manifestation of like error. It's kind of like seeing like a bunch of triangles and shit, and kind of it's less about shapes and more about forms, kind of like karate. But like, I feel like for me, even the 3 years that I was kind of contemplating, I was having a hard time, because I felt like for me, it just felt like, I don't know, I felt bad. But it wasn't, I knew it wasn't over. So then coming out of it, out of jail, I felt a lot better. I had to go to rehab and halfway house. But to me, it didn't. I talk about this a lot on my channel, but I really want to reflect on it because it's been New Year's Eve now, and it's been New Year's. It's already January 6th, which is fucking crazy. I'm like, damn, time going by fast. I'm like, I just remembered that it was New Year's yesterday, So I tell people this because I want people to understand that it's perfectly fine to be like just normal. It's totally fine to be normal. It's totally fine to be fine with being mental, being courageous, being whatever you are. But I tell people that if someone is refraining from that and telling you that I don't want to see you this way, then the reality is that you're shifting everything and you're in your way, And I told them about this a little bit earlier in another vlog, is that you become the center of the target, and Danny's story said that. But it's because a lot of people don't expect you to win, they don't expect a lot from that. So I get that, I'm not someone that's telling you, hey, don't live your life, I'm not like Sinatra, right? I'm not like that, right? But some people would expect that, oh, you should be that way. I'm not positive that way, because I have a lot of trauma in me, But most people would tell me that it's because I'm just loco and shit and lucid on this shit, seeing these things, seeing these fucking beasts, all this shit. Because I don't have a problem with being released of. Here, let me turn this on. I gotta focus right now. Can't ever focus right now. Being released from those burdens, And I get it. Like, a lot of the times that I've realized something has been because there was a lot of anger in me, But it's like next month coming up. This month, actually. This month, right? It's like it just takes time, right? They tell me it takes time. But I'm not saying I'm not going to drop it, Say, oh, go focus on boxing. But again, things come up every time. So it's about being patient. Yeah, be patient. That's all that motherfuckers tell me. Be patient. Be patient. Both ways? Even when you don't tell me to be patient now. I was like, oh, I gotta figure out. Well, get this money. Go, go box. Go do whatever I gotta do. You see the pressure in this life, and I tell people why we gotta live in pressure. Why is there pressure? Pressure for what? I don't need to fucking serve anyone, bro. I don't need to be in anyone's fucking world, bro. Because the fuck, like, so it's not because I don't feel like it's not because I don't feel like I reject people. It's just that I don't feel like being oops, that was a bad bird. But I don't feel like being disrespected because for me I had to just because it was because I needed to be patient. I needed to change. Well, yeah, I'll be patient this time. I'll say I'll be patient this time. I realize I'm just running out of fear. Everything's out of fear. Okay, I know it's out of fear. But that's what you have to feel every time you're pressured. No one gotta be in fear. Yo, the fear makes you better. I'm like, okay, the fear makes you better. You go fuck someone up, or you get fucked up, and then you wonder why the fuck you were on the ground. And again, what is this shit? That's the position you go in after you're enlightened. That's the position you go in after you're spiritually awake. You're like, oh, I know now that I can't force my way into this, because how am I gonna do that when all this shit is already established? You're not a part of the puzzle, but now you're part of the enigma. You're part of the matrix. You're part of breaking out like Neo, and you break out by just being you. I speak spiritually. I think about things. But again, people don't think like this. They don't think like this at all. They tell you, oh, well, this shit is this way. I'm like, okay, tell me whatever the fuck you're gonna tell me, because I don't get your way, bro. I don't get anyone's way. I don't get even the women's way. Like, oh, you gotta be like, I don't care about that shit. Because I was at that point one time, like, and it was working out, but I lost a lot of people, and then I was like, nah, you know what? It's not worth it. That's what I told myself, I'm gonna spend my cash, blow it on everything. But then I could tell myself now that, no, I don't need to do that. I can wisely spend it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna get through it. The next day after that, you have to work and perform. Regardless. I have to act a certain way every day. So if I'm acting a certain way every day, and I told you that this is the most comfortable I am, and I've been at peace with this, why am I gonna go fucking suffer more? Because people choose to do that. People choose to live that way. And that's fine. They can choose to live that way, but I don't want to choose to live that way. So I'm telling you that's my own decision. But again, people don't understand that. They get to your mind telling you that, oh, this shit is this way. I don't give a fuck what your way is, bro. Because I don't know. I never felt like it's hard because I gotta drink my pills right now too. But I'm getting pretty mad. Probably why I'm fucking tripping. Hold on 1 second. One second, guys. Kind of organize this shit weirdly. Nah, I got it. It's pretty organized. Oh shit. 1 second. But yeah, it's because look, I don't. Again, it's because I don't. people don't take me seriously, you know, and it's fine, I guess. Like, but it's also because I don't really understand why the fuck we're here. You know, it's clear which this shit don't make sense, bro. Like, but you know, we praise this shit, telling me that I gotta focus. Like, okay, okay, bro. I'll focus this month. I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you what. I'll focus this month. All right. I won't spend my money. How about that? I go focus on what I want to do. I could see what you're saying. You know, I could see what you're thinking. But again, you pray another way. I'll say, okay, I'm not gonna go and fuck your way up. You don't fuck my way up, bro. But again, it's these two colliding forces saying, I don't need to fuck with anyone because I'm already alone in this world. I know I'm alone in this world. No one's gonna be with me on this. You know. And that's how it is, you know. No one needs to be with me on any issue. And that's what I tell people that yeah, I don't see it that way, right? So that's all I wanted to say for that one. Appreciate it, guys.